Ocracoke over there. I mean, that's the village. This whole thing is Ocracoke Island. And I'm in the dinghy. This is Portsmouth Island over there. And right there, whoops, I'm trying to steer, sorry. There's the inlet, Ocracoke Inlet, coming in from the Atlantic Ocean. And I'm in my dinghy. It just happens to be like almost the perfect weather and wind direction. I really didn't plan to go sailing out the inlet. I'm not sure I still will. We'll see what the waves are like, but I'm down here, and this is kind of exciting to be in such a small boat, approaching an inlet going out to the ocean. Hopefully I'll see you again. I'm retreating from Ocracoke Inlet. There's Ocracoke Village over there. Ocracoke Lighthouse. Anyway, I sailed out to the inlet and kind of explored the edges of going into the inlet. The waves are just too much, even on this nice day. I don't think you can even see them over the sandbank there. Anyway, yeah, too much for this little dinghy. But, let me get back up. While I'm sailing along, I figured I would put the sun in your eyes. I can't really switch sides of the boat. Let's put you over here. I figured I'd tell you a little story. The guy who owned Islita before I did, his name is Robert. He had a boat prior to Islita, and he was sailing south. I don't know, maybe the Caribbean, I don't know where he's going. Anyway, they got in some bad weather and something went wrong. And they ended up running aground trying to come into Ocracoke Inlet, which is where I'm sailing in right now. That's it right in here. I'm going out into the Atlantic. And they ran aground and his boat was destroyed. They were all pulled off with a helicopter or something.
Actually, it was in a moment of weakness. I heeded the cries of the crew and their seasickness. When I should have said, "You're not going to die, you'll live through it," and I'm not changing my course, but I did, and I headed for a very bad place called Ocracoke Inlet. And it was
Florida?
a bad storm. No, North Carolina.
Oh, no, oh, that's right, down by the Ocracoke Island.
Yeah, North Carolina. That was a very bad decision, and I was shipwrecked on the 15th day of December. Boat went down. We had to man the life rafts, and the Coast Guard rescued us once we got over the shoal, and the boat was wrecked and went down. And so, total loss.
That's horrible. But anyway, that caused him to shop for another boat, and he bought Islita, which is the boat I'm rebuilding right now. He bought it from the people, he bought it from somebody else who had bought it from the people who had built Islita and sailed her around the world. The reason I don't really consider the second owners is they didn't really own her long and they didn't do anything with her, so scratch them off the list. But anyway, Robert had purchased Islita from Russell and Kiki when they were done sailing the world, and then he took Islita up into the Chesapeake and he kind of pimped her out, put all that beautiful wooden interior, the cherry interior and cabinetry, and the mahogany antique rails on the outside of the boat. Made her beautiful, and then I just rebuilt her, blew her up, and ended up back here at Ocracoke. That's not really where the story begins. I mean, the story began way back when Russell and Kiki built Islita, but it's an interesting side story. So here I am in a dinghy exploring Ocracoke Inlet, and if Robert hadn't wrecked his boat here, he wouldn't have purchased Islita and did all the work he did to her. And had he not done that, she wouldn't have been in the situation she was in, and I wouldn't have ended up with her. So I'm thankful for Ocracoke Inlet and its shoals.